Fuck. It's my birthday. I mean, I'm happy and shit, but now I'm 30. And look at you, still ringless like the rest of the 9 fingers. Ain't mad at what I see. Stomach looking right, but I'm still kidless. Look at this castle of greatness I built for myself. But I'm single as fuck in it. How did my 20s fly by this fucking fast? When you think of the age 30, what kind of ideas or feelings come to mind?
My back hurts.
I'm gonna make $30,000.
Something not to panic about. I'm getting old.
AARP.
Mortality.
I think about thriving.
When I was 30, I had 2 children and I worked at the telephone company. So the idea that brings back when I was 30, I wanted to make $30,000 at 30 years old. Because I saw Raymond Land in a movie and he said, every man should make $1,000 for each year of his age.
I would say like I'm getting older and if I haven't achieved what I wanted to achieve, 30's bad, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely a little anxiety because I'm a lot closer to 30 these days than I am to 20.
Getting older and mature, and we learn from our mistakes, reaching that 30, we getting there, more dreams, goals, our life, our relationships, and longevity.
Honestly, I feel like that's a new beginning. I'm really excited to turn 30 because I feel like I've learned so much in my 20s that the person I'm becoming, I'll really be able to catapult.
I would just think, first of all, just leveling up. I mean, to be hip, John, but can we redo that?
We closer to death, but I don't want to be that morbid, but I think at 30, as far as me, a young black man, I think it's sexy, only sexy. I mean, I think I can only get better if I want.
Nobody's trying to sign up for AARP at 30. It's 30 is like 5 years from now for me. I think, I don't know, finish grad school and have an adult job kind of thing.
Well, being at 30, like I told you, 30 is 6 years away. That's a presidential term and a half. I can't be worried about all that. I'm worried about today and my late future. But now it's not 30. 30 is not really important to me.
30 is where I'm an official adult and doing adult things, having an adult job, having a tiny house maybe.
If you have a target, then it's one of those things that you want to actually achieve. But I think that when you're 30, you just tend to try to materialize your mental to move forward with whatever you're trying to accomplish.
As a black male youth growing up, a lot of what I did was trying to stay young and just trying to live wild and free and be a hot boy, city boy, summer, and doing all that. But then, 30 is a time where you really start to buckle down and you think about real life and a family and, just taking everything that comes with being a man and being an adult more serious.
30. Now where I am now in my life, I'm looking forward to 30. Obviously, when we're younger or in college, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know who made this up, but 30 is this pinnacle age where you're supposed to have all your shit together. And right now, I'm 27, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't on time to having my shit together, whatever that means.
The age 30, the feelings and ideas that come to mind are the preparations that I made. Whether I followed through with some things that I wanted to do, and then also the reality of being an adult. There's just so many elements to being 30. It's where were you born? How did you prepare? Did you follow through with your preparation? And if you did or didn't, what do you do now?
What do you believe to be the biggest societal pressure on 30-year-olds?
to be married and have kids.
How does that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel any kind of way because I'm not ready. Like, I'm totally not ready.
Kids.
Yeah.
We're not having kids.
No.
So that's gonna be interesting when
I hate
we're 30.
kids. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I love kids. I work with kids, but
Can't stand them.
we're not having kids.
Can I curse?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I feel like everybody expects you to have your shit together at 30. And you
I
know,
feel that way too.
I don't know. Like, I feel like, you know, you have your whole life. And you know what? People living to be like 100, you could, I mean, you shouldn't fuck up at 30, but like, you can.
It really is just, and it's very raw, but just having your shit together. I mean, I think that no matter what your age, you're always growing and you're always learning. So as you know better, you try and do better. But I feel like by 30, you're supposed to have this house, these kids, this husband or wife, this big package deal, and that's just not really what it is.
Like, people think that you're a failure when you don't have those things. It's like, those things don't equal success or happiness. And, you know, I don't know. Like, I think like Disney Channel and all these people, all these other corporations made it so like it's supposed to be like this way, but I don't think that. I think everybody's different. So everything's situational. And do what's happy for you.
I feel like it's kind of different nowadays. Like, that was our parents' solution to everything, you know, settle down, have a family. But this generation, we focus more on what we want to do and what we want to accomplish before we even think about those aspects of life.
I wouldn't say, like, as a society, I'd say that, like, there's not as much pressure as there used to be. It's like, if you're going to be successful, it's going to happen. Whether, like, you're either going to be successful or you're not. So I would say the pressure is definitely not what it used to be, and I'd say it's more relaxed for sure.
As a woman, I feel like marriage, of course, everybody feels like they should be married with 2 kids, 2 dogs, and a cat, you know, by the time they're 30. And I don't know who made that up. Where are we getting this from? Obviously, we have a biological clock, women, so it's more so pressure from other people, and also we just know that we have like a small space of time to have children, so that has been the pressure for women. But I feel like now we're seeing examples of like other ways to have families. You know, you can adopt, or you can freeze your eggs, or you can go ahead and have children without a partner if you'd like to do that. So I think that modern women and women my age and that are coming into their 30s are saying fuck that, to be honest.
That added pressure that, you know, you have to graduate college, find your job, get your house, get married, settle down, do all that stuff by 30. It's kind of like, it's a huge pressure on us, and a lot of us don't really want to, like, we don't really succumb to that, you know what I mean? It's like we want to do things our way on our own terms, and what that means is, you know, having the ability to find things at our own, on our own timeline, and at our own pace, you know what I mean? So,
being what people think is the actual definition of success, where I think that's more or less like a open minefield to where you want to actually put that. I don't think that there's an actual guideline or some kind of systematical way to being 30. You know, some people think you should be married with kids. Some people think that you should have some kind of gain of wealth.
Especially since society or like education didn't teach us the necessary things to be, you know, fully comfortable with our 30s. Because I'm learning algebra 2, what I needed to learn how to budget. Okay?
Have you accomplished all of your quote-unquote 20-year-old goals yet?
You asked me, have I?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely not, because that shit change every single day.
I did all the ratchet goals.
well, yeah, you know, 30s the new 20s, right?
I don't think my goals were contingent on age. I think my goals were contingent on death. What would I want to accomplish when I die, not when I'm 30? Legacy is big, so you don't really think about 30 as your legacy. And if you did, then I think you're sadly mistaken.
So I don't think there's an age limit. I think that we put that limit on ourselves. And the sky's the limit for real.
Oh yeah, it's never too late. It's never too late to get done what you want to get done. You can be 50 and if you want to do it, just start doing it. The hardest part is just getting started.
What is the one goal that you are striving to accomplish right now before you set 30?
Having my finances fully together and just stop with the reckless spending.
So I'm a writer-director, and I really want certain projects off the ground.
I don't know, I guess
cameraman, editor, you know, just being a creative in general, and, you know, being able to get my ideas out into the world.
This is a big dream, but I'm just gonna say it. I want to show run or be a part of a show that I helped to create.
Bringing wealth and income to my family that I can leave to my family. You know what I mean? Like, as black people, we gotta start playing Monopoly, just like these white people playing. You know what I mean? That's just the cold truth, Roof. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta be owners.
Right now, I can say, to be truthful, a career instead of a job. I got a job now, so basically, that has helped me get from point A to point B. A career, you know, I don't gotta worry about it, you know, where the money gonna come from, how I'm gonna survive. But career, I know what I got coming. It come with everything, benefits and all that. Job, just to help, I'm working for somebody else. It's just to help me get to the next level. And some people get used to it. I'd rather own my own business and work for somebody.
Being that you're over 30, what's the biggest misconception you would want to get straight or set out straight to people now that you're like on the other side?
Well, relationship-wise, like, yo, just because I'm, over 30 don't mean that, something wrong with me first of all, and second of all, it don't mean that I'm doing something wrong either. And also, like, yo, dude, don't limit me. Like, over 30, but you know what? I can still ball on all of them,
First thing that comes to mind when I think about what I could have told my younger self is do not buy that fucking Ford. Excuse my language, but we are passing the bluntness. Fords ain't shit.
Know yourself, know your boundaries, take your time, talk to older people and listen to them.
It's the value of the spirit, the value of the soul, and the value of faith in yourself. You have accomplishments at 30, you will have them at 40, 50, and 60, and 70.
I would tell my younger self that it is okay to be all of who you are. I always say this, that when people meet you, whatever person you show, like, we have a lot of different people in us, right? Like, a lot of different personalities, so we're multifaceted. But whatever version of yourself that you offer when somebody meets you, that's what they're gonna expect all the time. It kind of happened to me in college. Like, Michelle Obama. That's literally like, and that's inside of me. I have that version of myself that's very like business and Michelle Obama. But I also have a city girl, you know what I mean? I also have like a hot girl inside of me. And so I would just tell my younger self, like, it's totally okay to embrace all parts of yourself and to showcase all parts of yourself, because people will love you regardless. And if they don't, then those are not your people.
Always, like, life is a living, growing experience. You should always want to achieve more, have more, be greedy with life. You only get one of them.
You're not always hitting those society marks, and that's okay, but it takes a lot to kind of unlearn what we've learned, through society and through our communities of what we need to be doing and where we need to go by the time we're 30.
You just need the experience to grow, but all equals perfection, so it don't matter when, just live on.
Help celebrate with me. If not, help me get to that point, period.
Getting older may or may not be the most exciting thing, but turning 30 is a milestone that allows you to feel more confident in your abilities to continue going after what you want. So here's to the third decade of your life. May your 30s exceed all of your expectations. Cheers to level 3.0. I mean, it's going to happen anyway. Pass the bluntness.